So, are you guys coming to class tomorrow? I'm swamped with work and I don't really want to go.
Wait, you don't have to go to class tomorrow because it's Columbus Day.
Oh, actually, I think you're supposed to call it Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah, we learned about it in my African American Studies class. The version we grew up with was pretty misleading, actually, since Columbus didn't really discover anything. He landed on the island of San Salvador looking for gold, and the people he encountered were actually really peaceful. They even helped him fix one of his ships and guided him to Haiti, and it's nothing like how we were taught in school.
Yes, exactly. Christopher Columbus landed first in the New World at the island of San Salvador, and after praising God, inquired urgently for gold. The natives were peaceable and friendly and directed him to Haiti, a large island rich in yellow metal. He sailed to Haiti, and one of the ships being wrecked, the Haitian Indians helped him so willingly.
Yeah, and after that, the system of slavery came into play, which was way worse than we were taught in school. Enslaved people were packed onto ships in tiny spaces where they couldn't even sit or lie down properly. And revolts constantly happened because the conditions were so horrible. They were even chained for their entire journey.
On the ships, the slaves were packed and hauled on galleries one above the other. Each was given only 4 or 5 feet in length and 2 or 3 feet in height, so they could neither lie at full length nor sit upright. Contrary to the lies spread so stubbornly about Negro obedience, the revolt at the port of departure and on board were incessant, so that the slaveries had to be chained, right hand to right leg and left hand to left leg, and were attached in rows to long iron bars.
That sounds terrifying. I can't imagine being forced to live like that for weeks.
Since their lives are so brutal, I can see how slave people probably turn to religion as a form of escape from their current reality. It might have given them some sense of identity and hope.
Yeah, exactly. I actually learned that enslaved people had a firm belief in reincarnation. They believed that the traditional West African conception of the soul was a complex entity, where the individual had several spiritual components. One's personality soul appeared before God after death to account for its deeds. When a person sleeps, their soul may even wander, where the dreams are their experiences of the wandering soul. Linked with the soul was a shadow, which dies with the body, and each person also possessed a spirit, which is the spirit of God within man.
That's pretty interesting. Like believing part of you keeps going and another part stays connected to your family.
Oh, that sounds so different than how I practice religion, but I can see how aspects of this way of thinking are still pretty prevalent in today's most common religions.
Yes, and I can see how parts of it are still pretty connected to African American culture as well. For example, in African and Afro American religions, performance is a big part of their rituals. Dancing, singing, and dancing are all really essential features of African American expression, and we still see that to this day.
Yeah, enslaved people are also believed in a higher God. They believed a high God was the parent of the other and lesser gods, who are sometimes mediators between man and God.
The spiritual beings were not just a part of their religion, right? Ancestors played a big role, since they were seen as founders of villages and kinship groups. They had the power to intervene in present affairs and grant utility and help to their descendants.
Wow, that was actually so insightful.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys around campus.